The most fundamental thing to human life. If you cannot think, you cannot participate in human society. You cannot survive, for that matter. It's thoughts that get you up in the morning, thoughts that allow you to brush your teeth, thoughts that allow you to eat your meal, thoughts that allow you to get to work, thoughts that allow you to work in the work environment that you may be in, or if you're a student, to participate in those endless exams that we all tend to be subjected to. It's thought that allows you to hear this video right now and determine how it's going to hit you. It's thought, and abstract. Okay, abstract. What abstract? I just looked that up in the dictionary, by the way, and on the online dictionary, and it said it means to be apart from concrete existence. To be apart from concrete existence. How can thought be apart from concrete existence? See, this really is revealing to our society. That if you ask somebody to think about how they think, or to observe how they think, we're getting into abstract territory. We're getting into philosophy. Don't want to talk about philosophy. But how can we be getting into abstractions when thought is the basis of everything? Pretty much. I'm not saying thought is everything, but thought is what allows us to do much of what we do in our everyday life. So how can thought be abstract? I think it just comes down to the fact that we're just used to running an autopilot all day. We're not aware of how we're thinking. We're not aware of how we think about how we think. We're not aware of how we process our emotions. We're just going through the motions. We're just going. And all we seem to be interested in is what we want. Not even sure of where those wants come from or where those desires come from. Let's just have what we want. We want more money, more sex, more attraction, more attention, more spirituality, more this, more that, just more. And it's not until you're in your 50s or 60s that we begin to have that midlife crisis that we all seem to accept. Oh, you're having a midlife crisis. Just part of life. Well, why are we going through this? It's because we live what I would describe as an unaware existence. So we go through life completely unaware, completely spinning, based on adopted ideology, adopted borrowed beliefs, fast thinking again, running towards a finish line that we haven't defined for ourselves, but has been defined for us, running to acquire things that we may not even need just to fulfill, again, desires that are borrowed for the most part. And so we're racing in a race, on a racetrack that we found ourselves without quite often without even choosing it for our own selves, though we believe we're making these choices. Not knowing that the menu is rigged, we think we're creating we have the power to choose our meal for ourselves, when most of our choices are so limited because of our own conditioning. So this is my issue, okay? Abstract. How can thought be abstract? How can this work of observing our minds, observing ourselves, be abstract? If you're not aware of your mind, you are living in complete ignorance. Complete ignorance. And don't be surprised if suffering, a lot of needless suffering is happening in your life. It's quite frankly a consequence of not taking the time, not slowing down. When I say slowing down, I'm not talking about speed. I mean slowing down in the sense of drawing your awareness to what is. Bringing your awareness to what's happening right now. Inside your mind, outside around you, your elements, bringing your awareness to your physicality, to your body, to the cellular level, to the energetic level. So it's not only about thought. That's what we're talking about here. Abstract means to be apart from concrete existence. So we become so used to what we touch and what we feel, just the physicality of life. For us, things that are real are just the things that we can hold and touch, like a cookie or like our cell phone. Things that are tangible, and yet our ability to interact with those things, to eat a cookie or to dial a number or to text message, all comes from thought. If thinking is abstract, then breathing is abstract, then living is abstract, then everything you do is abstract. And you know what? I would think that most people's lifestyles are apart from concrete existence, because those lifestyles tend to be borrowed. They tend to be coming from, not from your own inner vitality, not from the truth, if you will, or not from the reality, the concrete raw existence inside your own being, but actually some script that you've borrowed that someone's told you that you got to follow, because everyone's going that way, everyone's living that way, so get in line. Right? Just follow the sheep. I've done it most of my life, so please don't take it as a judgment. But I'm saying this now to connect with like-minded people, or maybe to strike a chord in those who are viewing this today. So I have a big problem with the idea of an abstract thought, because if thought's abstract, well then, what the heck is concrete then? Thought's right here. It's right in your mind. It's happening right now as I'm talking, probably. And if that's abstract, then what the heck is concrete?